I am gaming. I am gaming. I am gaming podcast.
Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for being on the latest episode of I'm Gaming Podcast. This is a podcast about the video game industry, entrepreneurship, gaming nostalgia, and many more cool things I find to be in the same realm of digital, business, creative, and every other kind of venture. This is episode 68, and like always, a huge thanks to all of my Patreon supporters. You make this podcast possible. If you too would like to support me on this adventure of content creation I'm having here, please check out the link in the description below. $1 per month would be more than perfect from anyone, including you. This episode is all about my little piece of advice for everyone who is into art, creating art, whatever it might be, and doing it on a digital platform. As you know, if you are a listener, I'm a huge fan of cryptocurrencies and I've been into cryptocurrencies for some time now. And this episode is all about blending and merging artist production results like digital artwork of any kind with cryptocurrencies. More precisely, a domain of cryptocurrencies that is known as NFT, which stands for non-fungible tokens. Now let me explain this quickly and shortly. The whole revolution of blockchain technology is its ability to produce and replicate pieces of information, in this case blocks of information, that are created inside of a network but are completely and fully authentic and individual. They cannot be replicated once a block is created. Its code cannot be replicated, copied, or faked in any way by anyone or any other network. That is the basics of any blockchain network, including Bitcoin, for example, where Bitcoins as tokens are all the same, they're all Bitcoins, but everyone is unique. So think of, for example, US dollars in print form as a fiat currency. Every dollar is a dollar, but at the same time every dollar is unique and you should not be able to replicate them. Now in practice that means you can have forgeries, but in digital domain of blockchain you cannot have the same. Any token that is produced cannot be replicated, copied, or traded outside of the network in a way that every other node in the same network is not aware of. So everything is in the network, stays on the network, is known to everyone. Now, non-fungible tokens apply the same principles, but only to unique pieces of digital art. For example, you create a pixel art landscape. You place it inside of the NFT ecosystem, and it means that it's now unique, cannot be copied, moved, or traded without everyone else in the same network knowing it. So it's basically a type of cryptocurrency that represents a unique piece of information that can be your artwork. It easily provides authentic information about you, about your work, and it can be quickly verified by everyone else in the same network. Now, in practice, this means if you are a digital artist, you should consider using your art inside of NFT ecosystems. That means that you take your art, make it unique, create a one-time piece that is only in that shape and form. Now I know this is a bit complex to understand because, hey, anybody can do a screenshot or record something on their monitor and then send it to anyone else. But here the main thing is that people are interested in buying and selling these same artworks as a means of transmitting and holding value. Like a painting in real life. You have your painting on your wall, it has a price of $1 million, you're hoping it's going to get to $2 million at some future point. You can sell it, other person is getting it, you'll get $2 million bucks. Something similar applies here. So I believe it's essential for all digital artists who are interested in selling their artwork, making money from their ventures, to consider exploring at least the NFT domain. You could use your digital art, create digital art that can, first of all, help you gain a bigger audience There's a huge following for NFT art on Twitter, for example, and it's going to grow and grow. For example, in 2019, there has been $250 million in NFT art transactions, which is a rise of 4 times compared to 2018. This rise will continue in 2021 as well. You should be part of that ecosystem. First of all, like I said, to provide you with some exposure, and secondly, to make some money. That money will likely be in Ethereum tokens, but like the great poet 50 Cent said, money is money and you should get some of it. So at least explore the same ecosystems, find out how they work, how can you become a part of the same ecosystem and start trading inside of it. It's great to create art, but it's also great to create money from it. So it's something that you should consider and should explore at the very least. That's all for this episode. Hopefully I gave you some insight into the NFT domain of digital art and cryptocurrency trading of these specific tokens. And if I did, please check out my book called The Crypto Mindset. It explains the basics of cryptocurrencies and the whole process of investing in Bitcoin or any other digital currency. It's currently selling on Amazon. Link is in the description below, so give it a look. If you find it interesting, please consider buying it. That's all for me. Again, a huge thanks to all of my Patreon supporters. I really appreciate all of you. And if you, dear listener, think you want to add to that pool of sweet money, please check out the Patreon link as well. That's all from me. See you on episode 69. And until then, have a great day and bye bye.